Greetings petrolheads, welcome back to Automation, a car company tycoon game. Today I'm gonna be building a 2009 family car for ESE. So 2009, we're getting pretty close to 2016 now. Once I'm there, I think I wanna do another sort of campaign playthrough, but with a luxury brand. A low volume luxury car manufacturer, somewhere between, I guess, Rolls-Royce and Mercedes. So not like super, like ultra exclusive like Rolls-Royce and Bentley or Maybach, but more like Mercedes, I guess, but with less models and maybe a different style. So I'm not quite sure. Am I gonna go for this one? This one's a little bit big though. Wait, what? Let's see. What sedan bodies do we have? Which ones? We used this one, right? For the other one, for the last generation of the family car, or did we use that one? I think we used this one. So that is a 268, and let's see. Oh no, we probably have used this one. I kind of want to go for this because I like the shape of this best, but it's also a little bit small. That, on the other hand, 298 or 305 even, that is way too big. As like BMW 5 Series or maybe even 7 Series territory. We're not gonna do that. So yeah, I think since ESE is a very sporty car company, I think it's best to go with this body shell because it looks more sporty than the other ones. Okay, so we're gonna go with a monocoque. Gonna make this from I think the chassis from aluminium. The wishbones all around, and then corrosion resistant steel panels. Is that a good idea? I don't know yet. Basically we want 265s and then wait, excuse me? Okay, 265s. What's the widest we can go with? 325s? 295s. These wheel arches look ridiculous though. Look at how far I had to extend them in order to fit 295s. Well, whatever, you gotta do what you gotta do. So let's move on with the styling of this thing. I am gonna build two versions of this as well. An M3 sort of rival, and one slightly less powerful, more usable version with a turbocharged inline 6 or maybe a V6. I'm not quite sure yet. Excuse me, where did that vent go? Okay, you got it now. Maybe I'm gonna put this like here. Yeah, I think that looks better. Then we put a badge on here. And then we're gonna, you know, work on the headlights. The headlights, actually first I'm gonna go for some more of these, I guess you can call them xenon stripes, as somebody pointed out. Like that, okay. I think I'm gonna add it, I'm gonna put it up top instead. Like this. And then put the headlights in there. Maybe they're a little bit too big actually. Okay, and then put the indicator in here. Bumpers. Then put a number plate on here. And what kind of vents? I think we're just gonna go for these ones. And then add a couple of fog lamps in there. And add a bonnet hump. Yes, okay, I like that. Then we put some indicators on the side. We need to make them smaller in order to fit them like here, I guess. And then we're gonna fit suicide doors to this onto this car, which means these ones are opposed to the first ones. And yeah, okay, now look at how wide those wheel arches are. That's ridiculous. This looks like, you know, some sort of aftermarket white body kit for a car. Yeah, well, again, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you gotta extend the wheel arches this far in order to fit two 9.5s, then well, you gotta do that. Actually, I think two 9.5s are not even gonna be necessary. I think we're gonna be fine with two 7.5s or so. This still looks pretty crazy, but you know, a little bit less so than before. I'm gonna start with this. Then put the number plate up here. With a couple of braking lights. Actually, can I fit a third one? I can. And I think I want to do something similar to what I did on the new Conqueror. So what that means is I'm gonna be starting out with something like this, and then reshaping this with some stripes, and then putting taillights on top of that. How do I want these to look? Let's see, I think I want to go for like these ones. Oh yeah, now it's gonna be okay. I want to have one of these that goes like this, and I'm gonna add one of these right here. I'm gonna worry about, you know, the details a little bit later. And after that, actually, you know what, just I think I'm just gonna do it like this. Why did I make the black vent so wide then? I don't know. But you know, it's just it doesn't matter anyway. So I think this is how I wanna do this with a white taillight that goes like that, I guess. No, more like this. Yep, okay, now I'm gonna put the round tail light fixtures on there, like, you know, braking, actually, you know, normal, just the regular lights. I don't know what you call them in English, when that are just the normal lights that are on when you turn the lights on. Indicators too, good. And then we finish it off with a badge right here. And one of these things. Yeah, oh yeah, we don't have exhaust yet. So let's put some of these right there. And that's gonna be it. Okay. As far as drivetrain goes, it is of course going to be rear-wheel drive. I actually kind of like this blue on it already. Yeah, okay. Engine-wise, I'm gonna take the V8 that I built for the Conqueror, the 420 horsepower version. I'm gonna take that straight out of that car and put it in here. I just gotta find it. There we go. No, not the detuned version. Instead, I want this one. This makes the same power as the M3 of that time, so that's not bad. Electric LSD, because we're gonna be competing with the M3. Sports tires. (19-inch) rims, different rim design of course, and do we go for ceramics? I don't think we really need them, but I am gonna go with 6-piston brakes. And then 3 pistons on the rear should be enough. A fully clad under tray with plenty of cooling and a little bit of quality into the aerodynamics as well. 4 seats is enough. Sport interior with a little bit of quality, standard CD, and then standard safety. Go with active sport suspension because it's also decent for comfort and very good for drivability. And then we tune the springs some and the sway bars. The result is 46.5 drivability, 50.1 sportiness. Those are some good base numbers. So we don't have bottoming out, so we can reduce the ride height a little bit more. Brakes. What if we go for 2 pistons? That's better. Two 80s. 275. Yeah, I think 275 on the rear is good enough. We're making quite a bit of wheel spin despite the fact that we have an electric limited slip differential and 275mm sport tires. Let's see, 5 seconds acceleration time. That's a little bit too slow for my likings. Let's see, what does this do over the quarter mile? .4 seconds basically, which is not bad. But also I don't think it's quite good enough. Yeah, we go ahead and make a new version of this engine. Fit performance intake. Have a more aggressive VVL profile. What else? More ignition timing. Or perhaps a little bit more compression here. 450 horsepower and more than 500 Newton meters. That is pretty good. Maybe I also want to fit like. Maybe I also want to increase the quality in some of these categories. Like, yeah, I think I want to rev this thing higher as well. But now we need different pistons. That's okay though. We weren't using the most expensive ones to begin with. You got a little bit of valve float. But as long as it's only a little bit, I think it's okay. Let's go up to 13.5. $455 horsepower, 508 Newton meters. Okay, we're basically, yeah. Well, we got 2 less horsepower than the C63 AMG of that time. 4.9 seconds now. It's not a lot better. 4.8. Can we get it lower with some shoulder gearing? No. Better quality tires? No. Don't help with the acceleration type, but they do help with more, giving me more drivability and sportiness. We do not need more cooling. Maybe I can reduce the wing angles a little bit and then have a better acceleration time. No, because from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, you know, drag doesn't usually play that much of a role. Yep, this is definitely faster now. 4.8 seconds. What did the E92 M3 do again with the manual transmission? Must have been something around this as well, like 4.8, 4.7 perhaps. Maybe 4.6, but probably not faster than that. Also the weight is pretty similar, although I have yeah, I have an aluminum chassis but not aluminum panels. I think I'm gonna go with those though. That reduced the weight by over 150 kilograms. Acceleration got worse though because of the worse weight distribution now. And that's kind of what I was thinking would happen. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna keep it this way. It's not too bad. There's the 2009. I thought of a name for it as well now. 2009 ESE Monsoon Mark 5. I think this is maybe 6. I'm not quite sure. Then this is the 5-liter version. 2009 NA 455. And then we make a clone of this thing, a clone version. Go to go to the aesthetics, and then we remove the Bonneton, we replace the exhaust with singular ones. Some of these. And I think I'm going to go with a V6 because V6s are more compact and they fit into more cars. So I'm going to build a new engine family. It's going to be a V6, ALSI, I guess. Well, what do we... What kind of capacity should I be looking at? Actually, I don't think I need a new block. We have a V6 already, don't we? For the Growler? Yeah. So it should be a 2005 or 2006. Yeah, 2006 engine block. Gonna clone this thing. Move on to 2009. Add direct injection first of all. A twin configuration perhaps. And the performance intake. No, we don't need that on the V6 version. The question is, do I leave it naturally aspirated or do I turbocharge it? I think I turbocharge it, to be honest. And then reduce the compression. Reduce turbine size, reduce compressor size, increase AR ratio. Oh yeah, and increase exhaust size. Really small compressor for 300 horsepower. Actually, yeah, I think I want to go for something like this. Economy shouldn't be too terrible either. Durability is worse though. Sportiness, of course, as well, but economy, it's alright. 5.5 seconds 0 to 100 is not that bad. Although we're not going to use the same tires here as we did on the V8. No 19-inch rims here. 18s need to be good enough. Also no quality on these sports tires. Less brakes. No quality in here, less cooling, and maybe a little bit more drivability as far as these tunings go. Okay, 42.5 drivability is fine, I think. That's the V6. 2009 3.8 TT300. Yeah, I think this is a decent like base level of this car. It's not exactly slow. It never was, to be honest. But yeah, actually with a plus 30% increase, $35,000 before messing with like factory and whatnot. I think $35,000 is a pretty good baseline. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Automation. Leave a like or a comment if you did. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.